Good morning. Hello, Camilla.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Very nice to see you.
Good morning, Your Majesty. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity today for me as the Chief Exec of Royal Voluntary Service to be able to introduce you to just 4 of my amazing volunteers who've stepped forward during the pandemic. During the last year, we've mobilised just short of 1 million volunteers out in communities in support of the NHS. We recently extended the NHS Volunteer Responders Scheme in light of the vaccination programme, and Her Royal Highness very kindly joined us at Wembley Vaccination Centre quite recently and saw the steward volunteers at work. We've also been providing most of the Royal Voluntary Service traditional services that obviously we were providing before the pandemic. So I couldn't be prouder of the way in which Britain has stepped forward to volunteer. 12.7 million is the current working figure for people who've stepped forward, many of them for the first time.
Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, about 5 years ago, I retired from Northumbria Police. I found that I had now the time to commit to regular volunteering. So for the past 3 years, I've been volunteering as part of the Home Library Service. And I think it's been a little bit of a lifeline for a lot of people who enjoy the activity of reading, helps them feel a little less isolated or alone.
Rather different work from the police, I should think.
Considerably different, ma'am, thank you. But it's still the interaction with people in the community, which I think is such a lovely part of the Books on Wheels service.
Yes, and books are very important to people.
They are indeed, ma'am, and the good thing is that we also provide the audio books and large print books for people who perhaps have difficulty reading the traditional small print book.
Yeah, very helpful.
I've been volunteering for the Royal Voluntary Service for a little over a year, so I'm a newbie really. I love it. It's such good fun. It's meeting new people. It's getting the community involved with each other. Different age groups, actually. We've got quite a diverse group in Rothbury, and I've been supporting the health and wellness calls and supporting clients if they need anything at all. So if it's prescriptions, if they just want to chat, I phone them regularly once a week to see how they're getting on, and we have great fun. And it's always filled with laughter. I love it.
So you obviously do a lot of volunteering in different ways.
Yes.
But was it through your son that you got into volunteering? It was him.
Yes,
that,
completely.
You might enjoy it because you had a bit of time on your hands.
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly why I wanted to do it. And I thought actually working with my son, I actually get to see him once in a while as well, which is quite nice. So yes, it's been fantastic. And the fact that we can work together on different projects has been amazing.
And has it helped you get through the pandemic? Doing all
yes, because it's given me a purpose. I think when you retire, you think, oh, I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands and it's going to be lovely. But I actually lost my way a little bit. And then I felt that I needed some direction. I'd had lots of direction, and all of a sudden, and I was very busy, and then all of a sudden I wasn't. And it's given me a purpose, and I love doing it.
For me, I've managed to pull through the pandemic by doing some volunteering. It's what my wife and I love doing for some time now. And so when the call was made by the NHS Royal Voluntary Service to support the vulnerable and those who were shielding, I didn't think twice before signing up. So for close to a year now, I've been a check-in and chat volunteer. I make regular contact with people who need to self-isolate through friendly phone calls. Throughout the pandemic, people have been living in their own small bubbles. And I wouldn't really have known how isolated those bubbles have been if I didn't take up this role. And when I speak with people, they pass personal information to me about their struggles, their concerns, and their fears. Stop doing it, and I just enjoy volunteering.
Thank you, Anderson.
You managed to find time between your studying and volunteering.
That's an interesting one, ma'am. Organizing my daily schedule around research, family, part-time working, and volunteering requires a bit of juggling. And add to that, homeschooling. and working from home along with the challenges they bring. At the heart of it, my wife's been very helpful. Without her support, any of this would not have been possible. We work as a team. We try to give some time around things that are important, and we just try to strike a balance and prioritize the more important things. And what we do is that my wife and I try to think more about those in our community and what we can do to make their lives better.
I had a different direction of life in 2019. I worked in retail and hospitality for 16 years. I suffered a mental breakdown. I moved back up to the northeast to be with family and friends to aid my recovery through accessing mental health services myself, feeling slightly isolated, and the recovery is very long and arduous. It was obviously last year when the pandemic hit and we seen the reach out for volunteers, and I decided I wanted to do something if I could give back in just a little way throughout the help I've received myself. So I've been chatting. Whoa, got that wrong again.
Checking and chatting.
Checking and chatting for over a year now. I also do shopping for people, collect prescriptions, etc. The whole experience is very, very humbling. To know that you could be the only person someone speaks to in that day through no fault of their own, due to no family. Yeah, it's just been it's helped me dearly.
I know you're doing a degree in health and social care. Do you find that's helped with the volunteering?
Yes, very much so. I think, especially with what I'm studying at the moment, it's been quite paramount. It's a focus on person-centered care, and each individual requires something different, and you need to give or be able to take something and give something to that individual. So yeah, it's very much helping me through my studies as well.
Did you also find that chatting with people helped you as much as you helped them?
I think so, yes. I mean, I see a psychologist weekly, and I do understand that the importance of talking therapies, etc. It is a great release to talk, to listen to somebody else's concerns and issues. So yes, it definitely helps me.
I'm very glad to hear it, and thank you all very much for all you've done throughout the year, throughout the pandemic. We couldn't have done without you, so thank you. And I'm going to hand over to Her Majesty.
Thank you very much. It is very interesting to hear what you've been doing. I think it's wonderful work. And I do thank everybody and all the others too who've been volunteering. It's been a great help over these very difficult years. And very nice to meet you all.
Thank
Bye.
you very much, Mum. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
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 Bye.